Okay, what's up guys? So for this week's Ascendant challenge, you're going to be going to this region of the map right up here. Don't really know how to pronounce the name, but it's going to be located inside the Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector. So I'm going to let this play out, showing you how to get there if you don't know how. If you do, then you can skip forward in the video. Alright, so once you've cleared the room, you can see the chest down here. Right up there on that little cliff is where the Ascendant challenge is going to be at. Before you go in, I want to make some suggestions for your loadout. Especially if you're doing this solo, I'm going to recommend the tractor cannon, because it's going to increase your damage on the sword-bearing knight at the end that you're going to have to fight. Then I'm going to suggest some kind of long-range weapon, so whether that's a pulse rifle or, for me, I'm going to be using a bow, whatever you're comfortable with. And that's because as you're going through, and I'll show you this right here, first spawn in, you're going to be facing this little circle right here. 3 knights are going to spawn in. Those knights are going to be spawning in throughout this entire challenge. You're going to want to follow Toland forward, and you'll see this first group of enemies spawn in right here. The reason I recommend a long-range weapon is so that you can take out these goblins quickly, because those knights are going to follow you. As you can see, I'm checking my back right here, but if you're not careful, they'll sneak up on you, and they hit very hard, so just be aware of that. Okay, so when you come up to this little platform right here that had the 4 goblins on it, you're going to look up ahead, and you'll see two more goblins. This first one is going to be on the path that you're going to be taking to move forward. The second one off to the side. After you kill him, you can go over to that ramp he's standing on, and that's going to be one of the locations that Toland can spawn in at. I've seen him in 2 different places inside of this challenge. The first is right here at the bottom of this ramp. The second one is going to be a little further up ahead. So once you get up here past this second screecher, you're getting close to the second location that Toland can appear at. And it is going to be on this small island right here in between these 2 roads. So this is the second place that I've seen Toland appear at. Alright, so when you get to this section with the 3 shielded enemies, this is where you're going to be approaching the lure for the Ascendant challenge. So when you go up ahead right here, there's going to be 3 more sword-bearing knights spawn in. I recommend waiting for them to split, then jumping down the middle, that way they don't hit you, and then you're going to go to the left. And right over here at the end of this ramp is where you're going to find the lure for this Ascendant challenge. You won't see it on my screen because I've already collected it, but it's going to be right here at the end. Alright, so as you're going up the spiral staircase where the knights spawn at the bottom, you're going to come to this section with all these blights shooting everywhere. If you come to the right side over here, you can go around the entire section. Once you get to the top of the spiral staircase, you're going to come to another section where the rocks are spinning around, so make sure you're aware of that and you're careful when landing on them. You'll get to 2 different sections where they're not rotating. At these sections, you're going to have those little taken pieces spawn in that shoot at you. So that was the first one. Here's the second one, and you're going to see 2 more going to spawn in. Alright, so you're going to see up ahead right there is that little small platform. That's going to be the boss area. So I recommend switching at this point into a close range weapon, I recommend a sidearm, mainly because if you're at this point without your shotgun, you're not going to have any ammo for it. But so if you make your primary, whatever, you know, if you carry a shotgun up here, you'll have the ammo for it. I chose not to, but I'm going to be using a sidearm. And the reason why is because once you get over here, there's going to be a lot of small adds on the platform as well, along with knights that have shields that are going to be blasting you off. You'll see right here, I recommend using the tractor cannon on them because it will cancel out their blast to shoot you off. So that's another reason this is useful for this. But also because you can weaken him, then super him, and it will deal a lot of damage. So especially if you're doing this solo, it's going to be really helpful for this challenge. Now one thing I haven't showed you, and you'll see in this boss battle, is that sword-bearing knight, he is going to be disappearing randomly. So you'll see it right here in a second. He'll kind of vanish. Yeah, like that. He's still there, walking around, so he'll be somewhere in the area where he vanished from, but you gotta be careful, because if not, he might just appear right back on top of you. So you can see right there as he's vanishing, you can still damage him for a bit, but once he's completely invisible, you're not going to be able to touch him. What's up guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to help support the channel, and otherwise, thanks for watching.